Today I'm joined with Amanda Lloyd and Laura Weaver. Amanda is the student coordinator and Laura Weaver is the community educator for the Crisis Center in Bristol, and they're here to talk about this upcoming event, April 1st, Take Back the Night, to raise awareness for sexual violence. Thank you all for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
I'm so excited about this event. Tell me just a little bit about Take Back the Night and why we have it here on campus.
Take Back the Night has been going on throughout the years, but especially for the last 3 years consecutively, and it's to raise awareness about issues not only that go on with our campus about sexual violence, but globally as well.
Okay, and what kind of other colleges and universities are involved in this? How is the program different?
Each different college who does it has their own unique perspective. Virginia Tech does it each year. Radford has done it in the past. Most colleges and universities try to do something, especially colleges and universities, with the Women's Center. Mm-hmm. And the neat thing about Take Back the Night is that each college can tailor it to their unique situation on campus and to their students. And with student organizers like Amanda and about 10 other students here on campus, they've been able to really tailor it to what suits this student population in this campus.
Okay, so what are the things that you've tailored to Emory and Henry that makes this a little different than maybe if someone went to the one at Virginia Tech?
Well, the one at Virginia Tech is so huge that there's so many people, and so we've had the unique opportunity of making it a really safe place for students. And so we're starting off the night with some educational activities because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So we want to start the month by giving people some things to think about throughout the month, and we're ending with a visual. And so we're starting off with some educational activities, and then we'll be doing a march around campus with stopping around campus at different parts that students are really familiar with, and sharing stories and doing some more activities, and then doing a speak out finally.
Okay, well that sounds great. Another thing that's going on during that time is a clothesline project, and it was in the press release obviously, so could you explain the clothesline project just a little bit more and kind of what people are going to be seeing those first few days before the event?
Sure. The Clothesline Project is something that we've done throughout the years on campus, and it's actually going to be displayed in front of the cafeteria for a couple of days and at the actual event. And we'll have an opportunity for students to also add to the Clothesline Project. But the Clothesline Project is a chance for victims of sexual assault to kind of show their story visually, and just a way for them to visually express themselves and others can see. And it's just a visual image of acts of violence.
Okay, so it's a bunch of T-shirts lined up with
Yes.
with stuff on them that victims have created, right?
Yes.
So what's some of the stuff that they would say? Do you remember any of the?
Well, they're all very personal, and not only do victims make these, but also support systems can make them. So a husband or a spouse or a sister of a victim could make a T-shirt illustrating the impact that the assault had on their lives, not as victims, but really as secondary victims. We had some children participate last year and make some very touching T-shirts where they understand that sexual assault is someone hurting someone else. And so one of the children's T-shirts asked for people to stop hurting each other. And some of the T-shirts made by adults are a little more graphic. Some of them are very graphic, talking about the pain that was caused, and some of them are asking for healing. And so there's really a wide variety of T-shirts that are made, and it just is an individual activity.
Okay, so Amanda, this is your senior project for Public Policy and Community Service, right? And why did you choose this to be your kind of focus your senior year?
Well, the senior project is supposed to be a project where you have the ability to take everything you've learned over the last 4 years and apply it. And last semester I interned at the Crisis Center, and so I wanted a way to tie my work there and with something I could do on campus to make a difference. So. Okay,
so do you just relate to this personally, or are you just an advocate of, all the things that it's promoting?
All of the above. Started taking women's studies classes really early on here and got really involved on campus, and I went to the event last year and watched my friends have an opportunity to open up about their experiences, so it just became something really personal that I wanted to be involved in. I didn't really realize I was going to be organizing it, but it just worked out that way.
All right, and Laura, you were a graduate of Emory and Henry, and you've been involved with this for years, since you've graduated, I think.
Yes.
On and off. And why are you so passionate about this event, and why do you stay involved with it?
Well, it's my job, but the reason that I'm so involved at Emory and Henry, and maybe to a level that I'm not necessarily at some of the other local colleges, is because this was my home for 4 years, and I am still very connected to the community. it's very important to me that students experience 4 years of safety and health and well-being while they're here. And I want to help provide students that safe place to express themselves and to find healing for any sexual assault that they may have experienced. The other reason this month is very important to me is that I am a sexual assault survivor, and I want to help others in that healing process. I do that daily in my work. I do that in the classes I teach around the area, and I also enjoy helping other students organize events like this that are very empowering, not only for the organizers to say I did this, but also for the people who attend the event to have that opportunity to speak out and find healing.
Yeah, well, I know it's obviously probably difficult for you to talk about your experiences with sexual violence, but how does that experience still affect you today, and how does it influence your work and the way that you act day to day?
It gives me a deeper understanding of the effect of a very short time period of pain can affect someone for the rest of their lives. And so my personal experience with that allows me to understand the need for long-term healing and the jumpiness that may come with it, or the lack of sleep that may come with it, and things that sexual assault survivors experience. I have some understanding with that. And it makes me very passionate about making sure that Sexual Assault Awareness Month is recognized, and making sure that people understand that if this happens to them, they're not the only ones, that if it's just the two of us, they're not alone.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, just as a little bit of advice for some people who might be watching, what's some of the things that they can do to avoid these situations? Maybe just avoid the situation you were in, or some of the situations that other people are in, or where can they find help?
Well, I think it's really important to understand that you can spend your whole life trying to be safe, but if someone else makes the decision to take advantage of you, that's their choice, and you can be very, very careful and only go places with people that you know, and only wear slacks down to the floor. But still, if someone makes the decision to take advantage of you, that's a choice that you can't foresee happening. Some of the things to stay safe are, making sure that you have a buddy system when you go party, and making sure that you know who you're hanging out with and things like that. But all of that being said, again, someone could make the decision to take advantage of you. If that does happen, there are several resources on campus. Of course, the Dean of Students Office, the Health Center, PAL Resource Center, and Jill Smeltzer are excellent resources. And also the Crisis Center is a resource. We serve Washington County, and we can serve students here on campus. And our hotline number is in the phone book, as well as scattered around campus.